What's going on, everybody? So iOS 12 has been out, the official version has been out for a couple days, and we're just going to take a look at it, see how it's basically held up and everything. And I can tell you from my daily driver, my experience using it on all my iPhones, it's been pretty consistent, it's been pretty good overall. I haven't really had too many issues, nothing like life-threatening, no random shutdowns on most of my iPhones. I did have some weird ones on some other ones, but I will get into those in a second. But overall, I will say it's a worthwhile upgrade. If you guys want to update, definitely go for it. But I have had some smaller issues. Like I said, nothing life-threatening or anything. One of them is actually with notifications. And sometimes if I get a notification, let's say a text message, and I'm like on Instagram or if I'm on Twitter or something, the notification will literally just stay there. So it won't like pop, it pops down, but it won't pop back up. So it'll just pop down and it'll just stay there for like as long as it does. So I have to physically go up there and swipe up. It's not that big of a deal. It's not like I'm losing calories by doing it or wasting energy. It's just something that hopefully Apple will fix with the next update. Another smaller little thing I've had is that with every single like notification I've had, whether it's Snapchat, Gmail, text messages, voicemails, whatever, it keeps saying up here in 1 minute. So usually it says like, oh, I got the notification now, or like 10 minutes ago or something if it was a while ago. But every time now it just says in 1 minute in this corner. Every time I get a notification. And it's just so weird. Like, am I getting that message in 1 minute, like in the future? Like, am I time traveling or something? Like, it's kind of weird that that's the case. And hopefully they fix those, but that's really the only problems I've had with notifications. I did have a very slight problem with Siri Shortcuts, the widget. When I did go into it, for some reason it wasn't updating the Siri Shortcuts for a minute, and I kept swiping in and swiping back out, and it still wasn't doing it, but then it eventually fixed itself, so now it is updated. So every time I went to the Siri Shortcuts app and updated the things, it wasn't updating here, but now it looks like it's fixed. Now, a crazier problem I had was actually with my iPhone 6 and my iPhone 5S. I've been doing battery comparisons and battery tests on iOS 12 on all my iPhones on my second channel, which is a little Alpaca, linked in the description if you want to check it out. And I noticed that with both these phones, I was having random shutdowns, and it was always with the phone being on 100% charge to the, going all the way down. And it was just on standby mode. It was just on the home screen, and it just kept shutting off. It was both these phones, and I didn't do it on my 6 Plus. My 6 Plus isn't even working. I just ordered another one actually. And all my other iPhones, it works. These 7, this one, the 6S and the iPhone SE, like it worked fine on those, but for this one, it kept doing that. And I checked the battery stats, and it looks like it's still on 100% or very close to it. So as you can see on my battery health on my iPhone 6, it's at 99%, which is pretty high. This is the stock battery. I never changed it out or anything. I don't really use this phone ever, but that's super weird that that was the case. It wasn't supposed to shut down, but on my test, that was happening. I hope it doesn't happen again on the next update, but if it does, then I might have a conspiracy that Apple is randomly shutting down these devices with 1 GB of RAM. But before I say that, it might just be like a little problem with the software. The iPhone 5S did the same thing, but I don't think you can access the battery shortcuts or the battery health from the settings panel, but I will go ahead and check. So you do not have the option of getting the battery health on the iPhone 5S. I will assume that this battery is not 100% though. It's probably like 80, like probably 85. So I mean, on both cases, the iPhone 5S and the iPhone 6, I did have random shutdowns when I just had it on the main screen, but it's really not that big of a deal. But overall, I mean, battery life has been pretty good. I didn't have any random shutdowns on this device or any of my other ones except the iPhone 6 and 5S. Animations are better too, on older devices. This isn't supposed to be a full review, but if you have an older phone like an iPhone 5S, you're going to be able to get into the camera and widgets and all those things faster. So that's definitely cool. But I mean, honestly, if you are in the middle and you don't know whether you should update or not, you can stay on your version of software until like iOS 12.0.1 or 12.1 if you want to wait a little bit longer. But ultimately, I mean, it's your choice. I do think it's a pretty good update, especially on my daily driver. I really had no problems with it. Other than that, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, you can leave it down in the comment section below. That's pretty much my experience with iOS 12 so far. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber we get really does count, so it'll mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description. Like I said, my second channel, more comparisons coming out. My Twitter, my Instagram, all that stuff is down there. I would really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.